We're on episode 456, which means it's a Monday, which means we're going to do another comment corner. This is a different kind of comment corner in that I'm not going to read the comment by Klaus because it's actually in reply to someone else that's part of a conversation chain, so you won't really get what's going on. But essentially, he makes a comment while making this comment that he didn't care about something that we were talking about at the time because he was binging. He was in binge mode. Like he was, I assume, like several years behind the show, a fan, not doing reactions or anything, just watching, and then binged a huge number of episodes over maybe a summer, maybe a long weekend, a spring break, whatever, something like that, and was watching a ton of episodes in a row. And so, like, well, I guess I can mention this. We're talking about the mystery of whether the Straw Hats were all together in one place or they had been separated out. And he said he didn't care either way because he's kind of binge watching, right? And yeah, if you're like, okay, well, I'm going to watch 6 episodes and maybe I'll go work out and I'll watch another 6 episodes and then I'll go play video games for a little while and watch another 6. You're not stopping if you're watching 6 episodes in a row. You're not stopping between episodes and thinking, what do I think's going to happen? Where do I think they are? I think we all knew they weren't dead. And it made me realize this is what I love so much about a reaction channel is I have to think every single episode, where is this going? What's happening? What are the ramifications? And I think it's a better way for somebody like me, maybe not for everybody, but for me. Because I have this kind of, because as a writer and filmmaker, I kind of have that mindset anyway. That I want to break it down. I want to try to figure out, okay, where's this going? What are the ramifications of that? What does this mean? Is this foreshadowing? Etc. I like doing that. And a reaction channel forces me to do that every single episode. I can't just rush the next episode. Now, it may seem like sometimes I just, I do a real quick intro. A lot of times that'll be because I only have a certain amount of time to record, and I've had some really long intros and some long outros. I'm like, well, if I want to get 2 more episodes in today, this intro needs to be short. Or I just, I've recorded 4 or 5 episodes a day, so the overall big picture thoughts are gone. I have nothing, so I kind of, rush into the episode. That has happened, of course. But also, I think it's valuable because people are going to get tired of a long intro with every single video. Sometimes they just want to get to the effing video. So I think it's good to mix it up. Within a week of 10 episodes, 5 long intros, 5 short intros, I think it's a good balance. Something like that. I haven't actually done the numbers, but I think it's a good way to do things. Sometimes people just want to get to the episode. And, you can always skip ahead, but like even with me watching, I don't particularly like intros as a viewer, but there are some people like, Neil Talks, for instance, had really great intros and I listen to them all, right? So it depends on the person. But anyway, so I enjoy this way of interacting with the material because it is interaction, even though I'm receiving from them. They're not hearing from me, especially because this was done so long ago. But even if it was done yesterday, they're not hearing from me. But it's interacting in that I'm then thinking about it and I'm putting something else out there of what I think. So it's valuable because I can't just binge through it and rush past this section and be like, okay, well, I never had time to think about it, so now it's been resolved, so who cares, right? That never happens. Like, there's always time to think about it, either an intro or an outro or both, right? So it reminds me of the way the original Mystery Science Theater 3000 ended, which was in the very last episode. They get down to Earth finally, and they're not trapped anymore. They're not in orbit being forced to watch shitty movies or they'll be killed, which, in case you've forgotten, was the premise of the series. Like, he would kill them. He would cut off their oxygen. And apparently, like, the reason they rushed back to the theater after the break was over is because he shut off the oxygen in the rest of the space station. And there would only be oxygen in the theater. That's why Mike had to rush to the theater every time. So, like, he was forced to watch these movies. For a long time, Mike was forced to watch movies, and the robots were also forced to watch bad movies. They had no choice. They had to watch these bad movies. And so their only way to survive was to make fun of the movies as they watched them, right? So they get down to Earth, and the last thing we see is they're like, okay, well, what do you want to do? They make some popcorn, they sit down on the couch, and they start watching a bad movie. I think it's the very first movie that was ever done by Mystery Science Theater. And they start riffing it. And then we fade to black, right? So, given the choice, they'll still do it because it's something they've been doing for so long, they enjoy it. They enjoy it. It's their way to enjoy the material, right? So I think I would, like, if I crashed Earth and I'm by myself and I could do whatever I want, I had all my monetary needs were met, and I just could do whatever I wanted. Like, I won the lottery and I'm a billionaire now. I would still do reaction videos because I enjoy this. Like I can't. I've noticed when I try to watch stuff on my own, I don't enjoy it anymore. I don't enjoy watching something without talking and talking about it before I started, talking during, and talking after. I don't enjoy that anymore. So that's kind of wild if you think about it. So there, yeah, I just think that's interesting. Like, I have rewired my brain over the past few years to where now there's the only way I can watch stuff is talking over it. So that's why I can never go to a movie theater again. People would hate me. Also, and I was afraid this was going to happen. Yeah, I told you there's a gap between I hit record and when it actually starts recording. That is variable, and this time I cut it too close. So we can't start where we normally start with this episode. So what we're going to do is we're going to start the first frame of the actual footage. The first frame of this. Which is actually interesting. Let's look at this for a minute. Okay. Got the comm belt, which I assume is that entire lower blue area. I guess I can't read this text, so, But I'm assuming that the top of the triangle is the main ford. The lower right triangle is the prison, and the lower left triangle is Ennis lobby, is what I think, going from memory, since I can't read any of the text. And the scale of this is it takes several days to travel between each one. If you assume 10 knots, so what are we talking about? Like, 300 miles between each one of these things, approximately, something like that. It's very rough. Like, who the hell knows how fast the ship can go. But, or how fast the current is, at least. It's probably 300 miles between each one. So that's kind of interesting. Anyway, let's go ahead and get into this. You know where we are? 3, 2, 1. I tried to look at what's behind the text. I think there's always a clue there. It looks like some floating ghosty things. Gloom Island. Oh, yes. Those are her ghosts. Okay, that's who that is. Are they lovers yet? I mean, I'm not shipping them, but, it's just the two of them. Is he running for his life? Ah, shit. That's right. Find him. He's my plaything. Please tell me nobody ships these two. Unless she has a redemption arc. I mean, that's always possible. Oh, a few hours ago. He's going to sneak out, ain't he? He's in hell. At least it's funny. Well, is it a maze or are you just really terrible at direction? I think we know the answer to that. Just finding his bedroom is impossible. If it's not a 4-room house, he's in trouble. Well, that was a weird ass bathroom. Just the shit jacket in one small part of it, and then the rest is completely empty. You're just gonna have to lead him there. But you think by process of elimination, just check every room, one after the next. I guess he keeps going around, right? Why shouldn't I accuse you? All of them do. I don't think that's true. You're not clear enough. I don't want to listen to you. Wow. That's just hateful. He eventually finds the stories. We saw that in the flash forward, right? Well, shit. Don't ask. Why would you engage? Not gonna happen. Oh, she laid him there. That's the only way to do it. The only way he was ever going to find it. I don't believe that. I think you're bluffing. What an asshole. I didn't ask. Is that what she wants? Well, she doesn't really know what happened there after she left. She left before all the shit broke out, right? But the fact he's here means nothing good happened to her side. I'm out of here. I don't care you lock that door. Dumbass. The fact he's lost means he's not going in any rational direction, right? That's why she'll never find him. Well, he's probably headed toward the dock. No, he's not. We could really use him in Mainford, man. Marineford. Speaking of comments, somebody pointed out that it wouldn't have mattered. I was saying that they should just run immediately, right? It wouldn't have mattered. He can teleport, right? So he would just be in front of him again. Very good point. I don't think I really conceptualized that when I was talking about it. But yeah, they were screwed. This was going to happen. She's looking at every nook and cranny. So why would the spirit need to do this, right? He doesn't have to keep the sun out of his eyes because there is no sun. And I don't think the glare would bother him. The hell is that? Oh, it's the same castle. I see. He's back at the same place. They're definitely going to get married. That's unbelievable. Well, you're better off with her than you are by yourself. Believe that. So hateful. Because she's floating, this is a spirit version of her, right? So it's not even like you can attack her. Unbelievable. Well, see, this is Flanderization here. Like you can't even follow somebody. Come on, like your sense of direction can't be so bad you can't follow somebody. Now maybe he doesn't want to. Maybe he's being an asshole. I don't know, but like it's a spirit, man. I mean, you can get sick in your spirit. I'm just saying. She's exhausted in her spirit. That's kind of a clever thing if you think about it. Oh shit, that can't be good. Are there creatures out here? I'm out of here. Her problem is all she wants is minions. If she actually tried to foster a friendship, it would enrich her life. But of course, she doesn't have that kind of mentality. She's evil. She would have loved Chopper, right? Would she think Chopper's cute? I can't remember if they interacted. Wait, is there two of them? What is a Fantasticita? What is that? We're going to have to look that up. No, he was in two places at once because he felled a tree, right? And that's what he made the fire from. And they heard that while they were together. Something's up. Okay, no, no, it must have been something else that's cutting trees down. Okay. You're still stuck with him. Yep, that's right. You got to settle. Something's seriously wrong with this chick, man. thing right there, you know, in the center, that shape, the little swirly shape that reminds me of Nightmare Before Christmas. It's really cool. Like I would want to see what that is because that's not a natural formation. I like that her spirit has noises. It's a good thing they are alone because you know her body's just back there unconscious. Bugs could eat her. Oh shit! Really large grave. Yikes! Something huge made this. Is it recent? No, there's moss growing on it. But somebody's been taking out trees now, though. Yeah, I trust his instincts. I don't trust his sense of direction, but I definitely trust his instincts. Wonder if she's gonna help him. Oh shit! The hell is that? Jesus, man, you get the drop on him. You got to really be awesome. Holy shit! Get off me! Heavens to Murgatroyd. Yeah, get off me! Damn, he's some kind of mountain man. Hopefully it's just one, man, because one's enough. Really? Oh, that's the sword that was there. We threw it. Oh shit! Oh boy, this is bad. It reminds me of Prince of Persia, one of those first two Prince of Persia games. You know, the side scrollers. Your shadow comes out and it starts fighting you at some point. It's pretty creepy. Is he gonna get his own story, a full episode? No, it's probably going to Brook now. Wow, what a cliffhanger if that's what they're doing. Yeah, that is what they're doing. Hail Satan. Don't take that out of context. He was mistaken for Satan, wasn't he? Wonder if he's realized that yet. I assume so. Somebody told me this son bitch is 8 feet tall, man. That's ridiculous. He missed a career at basketball. Be slam that ball down, boy. Even as a skeleton, he'd be good. As soon as he got a crew, he lost it. That was another comment. It was like, man, literally within days of him finding a crew for the first time and he was lonely for so long, he's back by himself again. Boy, that would suck. Like Nami and Zoro, they were with Luffy for a long time. They got the comfort of that, right? You know, they can handle a little bit of time alone. Nami doesn't even seem too pressed about it. I mean, she wants to get back, but she doesn't seem to be in too big of a hurry. But for him, it just blows, man. Uncanny tapestries. Yes, I would say so. Voodoo or worse. Yes, I'm thinking or worse. Yeah, you don't effing say. Breakfast for Satan. That could be a song. Yeah. Oh, so he doesn't realize. This is when he realizes. Okay, gotcha. All right, now show me your panties again. All of you. Yeah, you know what's coming. Oh boy. Every time. That's right, everybody. I want to see the banana hammocks. That's right. Full banana hammocks. That's right. What's up? How many times we got to teach you this lesson, Bone Man? That's right. Come in for a closer look. Check out my salty balls. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Thank you for wasting our food. That's what I'm saying. He wasted that food and they're starving. You will build a ship. Nice hat, by the way. By which I mean that is awful. That's right. it, you need to make up your mind, dude. There's only so many skid marks one man can see, though. So I don't think I could do the dangling feet. It would just be too distracted. Every time you lean forward. Well, it's naked booty time. A suicide cult. You can come with me. Bring it with you, man. Yeah, I wouldn't mind hearing more about this. This is kind of intriguing, right? Most of these stories are interesting. It's just a couple that just aren't clicking with me. So you turn to Satan, and you waste it because you can't even eat. And they brought you. Might as well do black magic. F it. King of all the devils. That's right. Kick these long arm asses. Yeah, sure, why not? Oh, shit. Well, he'll be invested here. He likes the women's. I guess. I guess their long arms make for good fighting. I don't know. I wouldn't have called that one. Fortunately, we have a devil now too. Handle this business. Does he even have a sword? Well, we can't let this happen, dude. Yes, do something about it. I'm gonna curse him with this bony fist. Hey, man, she showed you her panties twice. You gotta do something. Like, that's just man code at this point. Because they were getting wrecked. You didn't see that? They were getting smashed, man. They have no chance. What did they do? Get their asses kicked? I'm wondering why they have to beg him to help. Like, what is your deal, dude? I thought you would just want to help. I get what he's saying, but like, this is something you should do after the fact. Like, in the moment, help her, man. What are you doing? All of them, every single one I saw, even the sweaty ones. So I guess he did it. Wait, he didn't go after her? I think he was going to go after him and kick their ass. He just writing a song? I have a job to do. There's definitely gonna be a time jump before they're together. I'm convinced of it. An hour, so we're down to three. Start blowing on the sails. Shut up. Oh, he's got beef with Whitebeard. Guess I got to kick your ass. You don't want this smoke, dude. Water defeats sand. He's king of the water. I'll kick both your asses. What's up? You want a second beat down, old man? And I'm talking to Crocodile here. Yeah. Well, he's not even paying attention to them? Yeah, what the F are you doing, dude? Wait, no. I thought that was Whitebeard looking at his watch. Tick, tick, tick. That's the sound of your life running out. I added some theory crafting I did towards the end of the video, so I'll go ahead and hand off to that. So here's the thing. I'm going to go ahead and say this. Well, I was trying to say it in the middle of the episode, but they're also downloading a lot of exposition, so I was getting sidetracked. So let me just put this here at the end, I guess. But what I think's interesting about this is I think Kuma's been here before, because I think maybe Kuma's ability is like with Jumper. And in Jumper, he had to either been to a location before he could jump to it, or see a picture of the location. Like you could see a picture of the Eiffel Tower and then jump to that spot where the picture was taken in the Eiffel Tower, right? So if he's been to this island, he's seen what's going on here. And so maybe he sent each person with intentionality to each location on purpose. With a purpose. We don't know the purpose of all these situations, but it looks like Robin's going to improve the life of some people where she was dropped. Brooke can improve the life of people here. Maybe this weather technology will help with Nami. We haven't defined yet the purpose of Sanji and Chopper, but there could be purpose there. There probably could be some utility to these giant birds that could help at some point. Maybe help the fight against I don't know which side Kuma's on. He may be on his own side, but if he's on the side of the government side, for instance, let's just say he is. Maybe these birds can help in the weather, and all these other things can help. The government protect its interests, or if he's against the government, maybe he could help topple the government somehow. Then we've got Frankie, the high technology. Like clearly there could be some uses here. It seems intentional. You send the high tech person to the high tech place. You see the smartest person, Nami, who already has a weather tool to the weather place. There seems intentionality here. You send the one person who looks like Satan or could be perceived as Satan here. And if maybe he's going to help them fight off this tribe that's like taking all their good stuff and destroying their culture and civilization. So maybe there's a purpose to all this. Like specifically, Luffy was sent to a place close enough that he could get there. He could enlist the help of a warlord, and he was the one person who could probably get her to do that. Maybe Zoro could have, I suppose, but would he be motivated to help Ace's brother? Who knows? I mean, he may be like, well, Ace can take care of himself. He's a badass, right? That's what men do. They take care of themselves. So it really feels like there's a design. Now, there's a writer's design. This is the difference between a writer's design and a character design. A writer's design is I want the coolest story, so you send the techno boy to the techno island, right? And you send Chopper to the animal island because he can talk to animals, and so on and so forth. Like that's interesting writing. But I also wonder if it's more than that. That's why I assumed it was, but now I'm starting to think it is. Does Kuma have a grand design here? Does he have a plan? Is he sending each person to each specific spot because they're best suited for that spot? Is that what's happening? Survey says yes, I think. I think that's what's happening here. I think everything is here is to a purpose. We'll eventually realize it. But I think we've seen it. The only ones I don't understand yet are Chopper, Sanji, and Usopp, right? Usopp is one that he doesn't look like he even jives. Sanji, of course, you look at his simpness. Maybe this will cure him of his simp. He'll have some character development where he won't be such a simp all the time moving forward, right? This could help him with that. Start respecting women more. So that could be about personal growth rather than, some strategy as far as like this will help us overthrow the government or save the government, whatever. Usopp is I can't make heads or tails of that. Why you'd need him there, unless it's some kind of mechanical island and he is an invention genius, so that could help him. It's kind of like almost like sending Frankie the techno island. Could be. Did those really look like monster teeth, or did they look like mechanical teeth to me? It could be like a mechanical island, right? That has been carefully cultivated with all these creatures and some botanists in the past have created this island. A lot of these islands could be experiments. Like maybe thousands of years ago, there were scientists who just terraformed half the planet and set up their little. Could even be like godlike creatures, right? Set up their little laboratories. Each island was a laboratory, and when they died off, everything's run amok from there, right? It feels like there's some eccentric genius at work in most of these islands, right? That could be big picture stuff. That could be the missing decade or missing century. That could be the missing century. What was going on there? Like the place has been terraformed, and these are all experiments and stuff. I don't know why you want to keep that secret, but anyway, yes, I think Kuma sent him here for a reason. I think the reason was to save these people. Like maybe it's a different reason for a different. He's like, well, I got to send these people somewhere, so let me do some good here, and this will help our cause, and this will help this person's own character development, and this will help our cause over here, and this will do some good. It could be different reasons. It may not be the same reason for every person you send. Interesting to think about.